Hi, I'm Bob Herbert. Welcome to OpEd.tv. My guest is the author of a moving and very funny memoir, Black, Blind, and in Charge, a story of visionary leadership and overcoming adversity. He's the former governor of New York, David Paterson, and boy, is there a lot to talk to him about. So let's get started. Governor, welcome. Thanks so much for doing this. I appreciate it.
Thanks, Bob. It's great to be back again.
So the last time you were on, we were talking primarily about David Dinkins. This time, we're going to talk about you, about your life and times. So I guess we might as well just start right at the beginning. Where did you grow up, and under what circumstances were you were you desperately poor? Were you middle class? Were you fabulously, stunningly wealthy? Talk a little bit about the early years.
Well, in the early years, I was a child.
Most of the time.
So my mother's family lived in a brownstone on Grand Avenue between Gates and Green in Brooklyn, what was at the time considered Bedford-Stuyvesant, but in the new age, I think they feel that it's part of Fort Greene. So we lived on the top floor of this brownstone, and my parents were going to move at some point. But what hastened it is that when they tried to register me for school, they were told that they would not have a legally blind child in the classroom with the other students in New York City. This is 1959.
Right.
So my mother, really principally her, she went to Westchester, Connecticut. She went to parts of Long Island, and she found a school district in Hempstead, Long Island, which was one of the top 3 school districts in the state. And they told her they had done that. They had had a few blind or otherwise disabled students in the classroom with the others. And so to assimilate me with the other students, we moved to Hempstead. Now, my father, who you knew, was going to start a political career in Harlem. He thought we were going to move back to Harlem and find a place. And basically, he got moved to Hempstead with the rest of us. See who was running the show in that relationship.
There you go.
And oddly enough, my first day of school, the kindergarten teacher tells my mother, look, do me a favor, take David home, bring him back in a week. I got to get this class settled down. What she didn't know is she was talking to another teacher. My mother said to the kindergarten teacher, I'm a 3rd grade teacher. I will get your class settled down in 20 minutes. And either way, David is going to be in there. So this feud wound up in the principal's office. And I don't have any real memory of it. I just had a memory of the kindergarten teacher not liking me. I had that memory for the whole year.
Wow.
So growing up as this sort of outlier, this different student was positive and negative. It was positive because my mother was right when she said to me, whoever you go to school with is going to be who you socialize with and inevitably who you do business with. And that was right on target. The problem was that not all the teachers were particularly happy about having me in the class. And I think even as a child, it reflected my performance. I had a 6th grade teacher who really knew how to teach. She's still a friend of mine. And, I aced all the subjects there. But, then I had other teachers that were kind of indifferent. And it really made me understand how important the teacher is to the student. We don't pay teachers enough, and we don't really think that their jobs are that difficult because they get off at 3 o'clock, but they really are.